Good morning. It's Friday, June 12th, 2020, and I hope today is a better day than yesterday was for me. We had a terrible thunderstorm, and I was right out in it, unloading several trucks and got totally soaked. Um, I had several other incidents during the day that just made me feel bad. But the worst thing that I experienced yesterday was a conversation with a gentleman who I was helping, and yet I was not going fast enough for him. And he made a comment that hit me and hurt me. It made me feel bad about myself, about my job, about my abilities. And that kind of that kind of flavored the rest of the day for me. I came home depressed, went to bed early. Things just were not good yesterday. So when I come back and reflect on this devotional that I wrote for today, and the idea of not the best news, Moses and Joshua both heard that the Lord had told them that in spite of all the work they've done to bring their nation forward, to instill in them the words of the covenant, that the people were going to break the covenant. Imagine coming to the end of your life and realizing that some of your greatest hopes were not going to be accomplished, and it was out of your hands. Imagine coming at the beginning of your career and discovering that no matter how well you lead, the people are going to still rebel. Not the best news. But in times like that, we have to realize that even our lives, no matter how long or significant they are, they're not the end of the story. If we are given the blessing of having long and fruitful lives, that's great. But if things happen, if not the best news becomes the real reality, and we are stuck with failures at this point or that point, or inability to succeed, remember, these lives are temporary. God's hope for us, God's restoration of all things that is coming, is the permanent one. And that's the important one. You have the opportunity for a permanent life, and that life is the one that is going to be really significant. This life that we live, well, we don't have guarantees, but we just try to do the best we can and serve the Lord in this life and trust Him to make the best reality what it's going to be, but it's going to be then and not now. So when we wake up and we realize we're in one of those not the best days, we can still take heart, because God's future for us is certain, and we're not going to have any of those bad days in that future. May God bless you today. Have a great day. Amen.